Alright, what is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD1GD here, and today I want to go over my impressions and my thoughts on the Battlefield 5 beta. Now, I clocked in around, I want to say 3 to 4 hours. You know, I didn't have a lot of time in it, honestly, but I figured I would get as much as I could in before Spider-Man PS4 dropped, and I got around 3 hours, something like that. So I feel like I have a, pretty much general grasp of it, and just to make sure that we're all on the same page here, I am by no means a hardcore Battlefield fan at all. I'm very much passively. I'll play the betas when they're out, and I've bought the games in the past, but they're not really my cup of tea. I don't really love them that much, but I will say that Battlefield 5 actually impressed me a lot. And what I mean by that is just that the overall game played a lot better than I was expecting. Now, if you were to ask me, hey, how do you feel about Battlefield, right? To me, I understand the appeal of Battlefield. It's, very, very much a nice, big, massive scale type of game and everything. It has a big scope, and, a lot of people like the gun mechanics and everything, which is great and everything, but to me, it just felt very, very clunky and very just janky in the past. It felt very much like, I don't know, it just didn't feel right to me, right? That's just how I feel personally. It just wasn't my taste in the past Battlefields and everything. But this one, actually, I had a lot of fun with. I don't know what it was, but overall, it just felt a lot better than it did previously. It didn't feel as janky, it didn't feel as just, jerky or whatever. I don't even know how to even explain it. Like, I feel like in past Battlefields, I felt like my character was like a robot. Like, it felt like I had very limited movements a lot of times, and everything was very, very slow and sluggish. That's just kind of how I felt. Like, I felt like I was always had like an extra like 20-pound like weights on like every single arm and leg I had, and like did some crazy things where I just felt very, very just slow, I guess, in old Battlefield games. But this one, I felt a little bit more agile, a little bit more aggressive. I was very, very much more familiar and just comfortable with my movements overall on Battlefield 5. So I definitely did enjoy how the game felt overall. Very much an improvement than the past Battlefields. Not as good to me as how COD feels personally, because COD, is like, I feel the best FPS, in terms of shooting wise and just overall the feel of the game. Next to maybe like Destiny as well. Destiny is very, very good as well, but just I feel like COD is kind of like that like upper tier, that like staple where every FPS is trying to get that COD feel. Definitely do enjoy the COD feel, and Battlefield 5, at least to me, felt the most comfortable Battlefield that I've ever played in my entire life. So definitely did enjoy the Battlefield 5 at least feel in that aspect, and also the gunplay seems very, very much improved from past Battlefield. So they did say that for this game, for Battlefield 5, they did a ton of work with how the gun projectile shots work and how they react in terms of different elevations and different ranges and everything, and how the bullet drop works and everything. And you can tell and feel the difference in this game. I don't know what it was, but to me, leading targets and the predictability of shots were a lot more improved in this game than they were in previous games. Like in previous games, I felt like I had to, like lead shots when I had an enemy like super close to me. That's just how I felt personally. I felt like I was always having to lead shots, and it almost felt like there was like some sort of like lag connection issue, when it really wasn't. It was just how the game was designed and then how the game was coded. But at least for this game, I was very much getting used to the way the guns dropped on bullets and everything and stuff like that, and just how the overall guns just felt. It just felt very, very improved. I don't know what it was exactly. I can't put, I can't really put my finger on it, on what exactly the changes they made that definitely made me have that type of appeal. But I just feel like overall the gunplay was a lot better. It just felt a lot more clean, a lot more persistent, and just more polished. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt just everything about this game, everything about Battlefield 5 to me just felt a lot more improved and polished from past Battlefields. And the game, of course, obviously aesthetically, it is gorgeous. That is, of course, what I'm saying, like, we're working with the Frostbite engine here. It is absolutely at its best right now, at peak performance. They turned up everything to, crazy levels of fidelity, and it just looks great. Obviously, it's a Battlefield game. Of course, it's gonna look great, right? And we did get to play on 2 different maps in the Battlefield 5 beta. One of them was Rotterdam, I think is how you say it, and the other one was called Arctic Ford, essentially. And so for me, I felt gameplay wise, I had a lot more fun with Rotterdam. I felt like that was just a better map and everything, but the way Arctic Ford looks, guys, oh my gosh, it was stunning, especially when it was at nighttime. Like, when it was at that nighttime and you can see the northern lights above you and everything, and just all the commotion of the war and everything, it looked beautiful. Honestly, it looked very, very stunning. The best Battlefield's ever looked. The Frostbite engine is killing it right now. It looks absolutely great. And I will say one thing that I'm just gonna point out here as well. The death animation in this game, I don't know what happened, but to me it felt very, very slow. I don't know what it was, and it maybe it could be that I'm so used to Call of Duty fast respawns, or I'm used to just this and the third, whatever. Or also, another big one here is that, of course, Battlefield is a franchise that definitely much focuses on the strategy of gameplay. They very much focus on strategic ways of spawning in, strategic classes and everything and stuff like that. Like, I feel like a lot of Battlefield 5 and just Battlefield as a whole franchise definitely does rely on strategy in that type of manner, and like, you know, just being very much predictive of where you're gonna spawn and let you dictate where you're gonna spawn in a more strategic manner, as opposed to being just out spawned randomly like in Call of Duty. And so with that being said, of course, one could argue that that is why the respawn is so slow, so that you can go out to the map and then pick your spawn point. But where I felt was really slow was when you were on the ground, you were shot, and you had the chance for a teammate to revive you, which is cool when they do revive you, but when they don't revive you, it takes you so long to just give up and to just die eventually and everything. It just takes a long time to me, and it really did slow down the gameplay and slow down the overall kind of pace of how the match went from a single, just individual standpoint. So I do feel like they need to tone it down a little bit, especially if you are pressing L2 to quit the revive option and just go straight into your death. It took a very long time for the trigger. I don't know what it was, but I really hope they also clear it up as well, because I hope they just at least reel that back and make it a shorter time, because it's a very long time you are in that wailing your arms around trying to get someone to get your attention, to get you up. It's a funny animation, like, it's cool, but it does take a long time for you to you know, end up killing yourself in the end. So definitely wish that was a little bit faster, honestly. But other than that, of course, I understand that you know, they maybe just want people to you know, have a chance to revive you. I guess that's mainly the main focal point of why it takes so long and everything, but I do wish it was a little bit shorter. And honestly, other than that, that was pretty much my main gripe with the beta. I thought the beta played really, really well. It was a very, very great beta and everything, and they definitely showed their polish here with this game personally, and really did improve upon at least a lot of the mechanics about it and everything, and the shooting especially, and the way your character moves. You know, you just don't feel as heavy and clingy and, like, you know, sluggish as you did in Battlefield 3. This one you feel a little bit more agile, a little bit more on your toes and everything, and I think it was a great, I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, it was a great beta. Like, it was a great beta, very, very great Battlefield game, at least from the beta and everything. If we're gonna take the full game as what the beta feels like, then that's completely fine, honestly. Now, the, of course, only thing that's holding me back is, of course, like, at the end of the day, it still is Battlefield, right? And so to me, of course, me loving the arcade shooting aspect of Call of Duty, I'm definitely gonna, of course, pick up Black Ops 4 over Battlefield 5, but that's not to say that I didn't really enjoy my time here with this beta. Now, I will say that if it does come out, right, there are rumors going around, like I said before, especially in the Battlefield 5 beta announcement and everything, where we went over the release day of it and the details about the beta and everything. There was, of course, a rumor that I brought up there that Firestorm, the Battle Royale for Battlefield 5, if that comes out separate with Battlefield 5, I'm not getting Battlefield 5, right? Like, overall, I did enjoy the beta, but this is, you know, I'm not gonna pick up the game. But if it happens to be that Firestorm is with Battlefield 5, I'm gonna get the game. And of course, that's, you know, you're saying, okay, that's because the Battle Royale, but it's not saying that I will, of course, play the multiplayer from time to time and will enjoy it if I have to buy the game, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, you know, enjoyed Battlefield 5 beta. I think it was a very, very good one at that. And that is about all I have in this video. I'm gonna leave you guys with a little bit more gameplay just to round it out for you guys, and just kind of just have a little bit going in the background if you guys can see some raw gameplay of Battlefield 5 instead of me talking it over. So definitely going to play a little bit of that at the end of this video. But if you all enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video, as well as say subscribe to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest on PlayStation. And if you go down in the description, you can find our Instagram and Twitter to follow us on there. And if you played the beta, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about it. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys hate it? Did you like it as much as I did? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.
have now taken objective Beta.